Hello guys, what's up? The Codeholic is here and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about URL creation in yii2 framework. We're going to talk about the disadvantages of hard-coded string URLs. We're going to talk about URL rules as well as Nav Widget component, which generally handles the URL creation by itself. So I have fresh new installation of yii2 basic version, just I have changed Bootstrap 3 into Bootstrap 4. In my previous video I did this change, and if you haven't watched this video, check out the video description or click in the top right corner of the screen. And as I mentioned, I have fresh new installation of yii2 basic with Bootstrap 4, nothing special. And right here I have navigation as I had before with Bootstrap 3. However, let's talk about URLs. So if we navigate between pages, we see that the URL changes, of course, the last portion, but the URL itself is not looking very nice. Okay, so this is the default URL pattern the framework comes in, and that's suitable for hosting where rewriting of URL basically doesn't work. Okay, so that comes by default, but we can of course change this. So the URL itself consists of two sections: controller in most cases, controller and action. Of course, sometimes it can contain module as well. If we observe the URL right here, we see index.php $r equals site, and then this basically is encoded version of slash and index. Okay, this is the URL. If I open this, it works as well. If I go to about, we have this one, but if I just put right here slash, it works as well. So this is the controller ID and this is the action ID. Okay, so let's go now in the project. Let's open config web.php in our basic application and scroll down below, and right here we have URL manager code which is commented. So let's uncomment this code and talk a little bit. Enable pretty URL true. This basically tells the URL manager component to remove this r equals site about. Okay, this means basically this. Show script name false means that don't show index.php anymore in the URL. Okay, and if I save this and reload the browser, go to the home page. Okay, this is home page, about, contact and login. This is how nice and elegant the URL itself looks like. Okay, so let's talk about disadvantages of hard-coded URLs. So let's go to layout where we have this navigation. Okay, so I'm gonna go to views, layouts, main PHP. Right here, and let's scroll down, and we have this Nav Widget. This Nav Widget basically, if we inspect, it renders an ordered list. And very often developers which are not familiar with widgets, instead of using widgets, they are using HTML. Okay, just like this. So if I just copy this whole URL basically, I just need to copy URL. So I'm going to copy it right now and delete this whole nav and paste right here. Actually, I need to write here end PHP tag, just like this. And let's format the code. And this is my nav widget. Okay, so let's save this, reload the page. I'm going to close this one. I think I missed something. Right here, we need navbar end, so PHP tag right here as well. Okay, so let's have a look. Save, reload. Okay, it's looking the exactly same. And even if we navigate, so we see that the navigation works fine. So what's the point having nav widget rather than writing HTML, which we are already familiar? Okay, so let me just put right here enters to be like more readable, just like this. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now what's the point. So if the URL rules, this URL manager code is commented out, then these hard-coded strings of URLs, if we look at the bottom left corner of the screen, right here you see this site/about, site/contact. This one doesn't work right now. Okay, we are still on the home page. We don't see the page change actually. Okay, maybe that's not a big issue. If you say that I will always leave this as an uncommented and I will always have enable pretty URLs, then what's the point of having Nav widget? Okay, there still exist several points. First of all is making page active. So right now I can navigate between pages, but always login page is active. Okay, so down below this one has active class. If I just remove this one, so nothing is active, and if I navigate between pages, I see none of them is active. The Nav widget basically handles this automatically. Okay, whatever is the current URL, it activates the page itself. That's the one point. Second is that if we enable some URL rules, for example, if I write here that whenever URL looks like this, login, okay, so let's access to site controllers login action. Okay, what this basically does is that whenever in the URL I put /login, it opens the login page. Okay, it works just like this. However, it would be very nice if I click this login button and it also generates the same URL /login. Okay, so however, it doesn't do this because we have hard-coded /login inside href right here. Okay, so let me show you one more thing. So whenever right here php echo, I'm going to just type, I'm going to use URL helpers URL2 method, and I'm going to specify right here an array site controllers login action. Okay, and I'm just printing this URL, nothing else. Let's have a look. Reload the page, and right here it's hard to see, but right here, where is it? It's lost. Okay, right here we see this /login. Okay, so actually when I told the URL helper to generate a URL for site controllers /login, it observed the URL rules and discovered that the site login is right here, and it should generate a URL /login so that whenever we access /login, it will use site controllers login action. That's very awesome, and it would be very good to put URLs like this. Okay, I can actually take this out and put it right here instead of hard-coded URL. PHP echo and paste this right here. Okay, in this case, if I reload the page, if I mouse over on this login, it generates proper URL. And if I click on this, I see that in URL, I see just login, nothing else. So if I right now go to the web and change this, instead of login, let's just have L, even L. So it's that simple. Okay, so reload the page, and this generates URL with L. So click on this, and the URL is L. And if I open the URL with L, it opens the login page. Okay, this is how it works. And if you have these URL rules written right here, and you have this site login hard-coded in multiple places in your application, login from here, from there, and so on, then when you decide that you want to change this login, or if you decide that you want to assign a pattern of this site login, you have to go ahead and update all the places where you are using site login. So it's always good to have generated your URLs with this URL2 method. Okay, always use URL2 method to generate URLs. And according to the configuration, if we just comment this URL manager completely, save this and reload, we see that the login, this one, basically generates right now the URL in this pattern. Okay, and so that's also good. If you decide to switch back to non-pretty URLs, that's also awesome. But the main advantage of this having the Nav widget is that it's generally, you don't have to create this eHelpers URL2 always. Let's go back to the Nav widget. okay, right here. You don't have to write these URL2s always. And if inside the URL you specify right here site controllers index action, it generates proper URL for you. Looks at the URL manager. If pretty URLs are enabled, it will generate pretty URL, considering also script name. It will also look at the rules and use it just like this. So I can put right here on login, let's go to site login. On home, whenever URL looks like home, let's go to site index. Okay, comma, save and reload. And let's go click on this and I see home right here, home. And I can also change this into about. Whenever URL looks like about, let's go to this about. And I can even generalize this. Okay, I can even write here, whenever URL looks like this, some action. Okay, let's go ahead and redirect user to the site. And on this action, whatever it is, okay, and these three basically what I have written just right here, except the index, okay, except the this home page and the index. I'm going to explain this right now. Okay, if this action is login, then it will redirect to the site controllers login action. If this action is about, it will redirect to the site controllers about. For index, it works slightly differently. So if I comment all of them, this will work fine for contact. Okay, we just see contact right here. About, nice. Login, nice. Okay, however, it won't work for home. Okay, so it's not written home right here. So this works like this. However, if I want home to be written right there always, I need to have this in front of this. This is more general action. Okay, more general. So let's save this, reload, just click about, click home, and right here I see home. Home, about, contact, and login. And if we expand this debug bar, we see right here what was the actual controller and actual action. It was site controllers action login. Of course, I can call this action the login action or home action, whatever I want. And if you call like non-guessable name, then it's hard to like know by heart which controller is used. So this debug bar helps in this case. So to sum up and give you some advices. First of all, if it's possible and if rewrite mode is enabled on your web server, always have pretty URLs enabled. That's good for like it's readable, it's also SEO friendly, excuse me. So avoid having hard-coded URLs. Don't write inside href /site/index. Always use URL helpers 2 method to generate URLs. Second, always use built-in widgets if possible, and if you have time, even if you are not familiar with the widget syntax, find some time if you can and get familiar with it, and always use these widgets to generate URLs. It also activates the current page for you. Right here we see that about is active. Go contact is active now and home is active. So that's managed by the Nav widget itself. Even if we use URL2 and if write here an ordered list like we had before, not Nav widget, we will have to manage activating the page by ourselves. But this is done by the Nav widget. And URL rules. Read more about URL rules because it is a very awesome feature. So yii2 URL creation. So this section is very awesome and must read section for every yii2 developer. So I really encourage you to check out this section and find more about URL creation and URL formats and things like that. I haven't explained everything about rules. There are much more we can talk about. We can actually handle every single URL on one particular action. Okay, we can also do like this. We can also accept some arguments and pass it to the action. So definitely read more about it and let me know in the comment section what you want to see next. Or if everything is clear, just provide a nice comment and share this on your social media or to your friends. This will help me a lot. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next time.